All right, good morning. We're at the gym, about to get a chest and shoulders lift in, and then I got work at 11, so I got to leave at 10:30. So it's currently 6:15. I got here a little bit later. I'm gonna get a quick lift, quick pump, and I'm hoping to get home by 8. So that means I gotta leave here at like 7:40. And then if I get home by 8, I can shower real quick and then get, a couple hours worth of work done before I got to go. So, well, guys, we're just going to get into it, though. And, yeah, I'll see you guys after the lift. So we're at the desk. We're working a little bit. I got about an hour left before I got to leave. And essentially what I did was I just kind of broke down the conversational workflow into 5 buckets instead of 4. It's 5. And just kind of mapped out each of those. I also did a little bit of research on like why you would use a single prompt, like a single prompt use case, and then a conversational workflow use case in retail AI. And it seems like I'm on the right path to an extent of like, it's interesting because I feel like with the Fluxently AI agent, I should low key just do a single prompt. So I was wrong in that sense. But then when it comes to something like this, because it has 5 outcomes, the conversational workflow is going to be better. The guy said that 1 to 2 outcomes, it's better to do a single prompt. And more than 2, so 3 to 5 or 3 to whatever, you should probably be using a conversational workflow. Now, I think I'm going to really condense the nodes though into like longer conversation nodes. If that makes sense? So basically it's going to act as like a singular agent per node, and then it'll just execute the functions afterwards and then confirm things. But the flowchart makes sense. And so I sent her that. I sent her the video, and we're just going to see what she says. But once again, it's just really tough with working with clients where you're like working on the tech with them. It's like, I just want to be able to do it like the way I need to do it, and be able to just like map the workflow or the flow chart and be like, okay, this is how the conversation is roughly going to go. And then, I mean, if I ask for feedback, it's not really like, well, I want to use a single prompt. Like they don't know. But yeah, essentially now all I'm really doing is just watching some videos. I'm also just uploading the YouTube video from last night or from yesterday. And I think I'm gonna create more of a system around, posting at like around noonish on a like schedule. Um, but yeah, no, yeah, it should be good. And then I need to refine this description a little bit more for the YouTube channel with the links and everything, so I can just copy and paste, and then also maybe even just create a quick YouTube thumbnail that's just like black or something, because I just don't want to see a bunch of me. Like, and it's always the thumbnails are always like, I look stupid. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep working, keep learning some stuff. This morning it's a little bit more chill, um, and then I will be at work for pretty much all day today, and then when I get home, I might do some more stuff, but I do got to wake up early tomorrow. So Friday would be the day to really dive deep into it, like at night. But it looks like I'm probably going to get about, 2 hours worth of work done here. And then when I get home, I really need to go to bed early. I'm exhausted right now. I'm probably going to make myself a coffee right now. And then, yeah, let's just get after it today. Working at the restaurant, get after it, make some money, and then really just think about what I'm trying to do with this system regarding the flow and everything, and I can kind of like dive a little bit deeper into that while I'm at work. It's not a big deal, kind of, maybe depends if we have downtime today. I think today's a buyout, so a company bought out the whole restaurant, so we shall see. But all right, guys, well, I'm just gonna get back to it. And yeah, so and then Sunday, we're really gonna dive deep into like what I kind of did for the week, and then also while I'm doing all this stuff for the YouTube channel, I also might be just kind of creating a structure for these vlogs a little bit, just so it's a little bit more structured and less just me yapping to the camera, because the 25-minute long video is kind of wild. Um, but yeah, okay. All right, so we're back home. I got let go early, which is fine. And now I'm just gonna kind of start working on this retail AI agent with the workflow visual that I kind of made. And we're just gonna try to prompt it a little bit better per node. Have each conversation node kind of handle a little bit more and not really hand off to too many nodes. Just will make it a little bit easier, as well as I think a little bit better. So let's just get into it. All right, so real quick, let's just do a quick recap of the day, and then we're gonna hop off. We gotta be up at 5:30 tomorrow. It's about 9:45, I think, right now. So we gotta be quick. I'm cooking up some noodles, and then I'm gonna eat and then go to bed. But what we got done today is we went to the gym, 5:30. I gotta actually make a LinkedIn post. I'll do that real quick. Now, another thing is working with the client. Good stuff. However, just a little bit of, I'm not entirely happy with how the relationship is formatted right now, if that makes sense. But I just built out the conversational workflow. I'm very confident and happy with it. I haven't tested it yet, so I have to do that. So I'm sure I'm not going to be happy for long, but I really did dump a lot of time into it just now. I dumped about 3 hours into it, cranked it out. It's formatted exactly how I want it, with all the fail safes. If certain functions fail, it'll still be able to capture that lead by basically sending it to our team. And if it doesn't send to our team, then it just sends a callback request. So I mean, everything is pretty much formatted, ready to go. Now tomorrow I do have work all day, so hopefully I can get a little bit of work done before I go to work. That's gonna look like a lot of the back-end integrations with the tools and the functions, as well as just formatting that agent to be able to recognize when we're open, things like that. So that will be something we'll dive in tomorrow. We'll prompt it accordingly, and then we will give it a test. For sure, we'll be ready for testing on. So I work all day tomorrow, and then I work all day on Saturday. So on Saturday will probably be like my test day. I'll probably even just link it to a number and just keep calling it and just getting feedback even on my break or whatever. And then taking notes and getting ready, or even having those transcripts to see where it goes wrong in the playground. And then Saturday night will be mostly, just some nuances of trying to fix it. And then on Sunday I'm off, so Sunday will be full-fledged finalizing, trying to get that ready. And then Monday will probably, depending on how Sunday goes, the second half of Sunday might be a little bit more towards integrating into Jobber, as well as linking that phone number via like SIP trunking the number to the retail AI agent. But for now, I'm probably just gonna keep it on my account, test it a little bit, and then by Monday night, we should have a pretty good functioning demo to show, and hopefully she's impressed. And if whatever requirements we have to, adjust before we go live, we'll do so. Like service area qualification, as well as pricing. So if they're charging for the person to come out, which I think they are, but there might have to be something with that we do. But I'll get into that with her on like the live demo call a little bit. But other than that, guys, we are definitely we're getting there. And so, let's just keep going and keep getting better. And these systems are just they're getting better and better and better every time that I'm here working on it. I think today we got about, roughly about 5 hours and 40 minutes, which is pretty good for working all day. I didn't actually work all day, but anyways, guys, I hear my water starting to boil, so I'm gonna go cook up my noodles, get ready for the tomorrow, and we're just gonna keep getting after it, man. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.